All the way Virginia, bitch.
What is the major problem, do you think?
Too much hormones.
I'm white, you know? I'm white.
The guy's a Jew.
Nobody's saying you can't own a gun. Nobody's even saying you can't carry a gun. All we're saying is you can't carry a gun in town.
Rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Hey, good evening. It's one of my three favorite shows of the week. The Last Evening Show, Oz's show on Thursday, and then Rumble Friday. Man, I am pumped. Got our first win in the morning. Got our first win in the mornings this week on Wednesday morning's show. Thank you. You guys have been incredible. And you know, I said that you guys ran up a bank yesterday. I didn't let those morning fuckers even know it existed. It's yours. So we start a little ahead tonight. Let's smash the whole thing. Don't do this though. Knock out what we need tonight. Don't do any of that morning miss from Tuesday. Don't. Because I can't stay late and that wouldn't be fair to you. But I have a plan for it tomorrow. Check this out. Tomorrow, here's how you know that the goals are not as much about them, when I freak out about them, are not about the money, but more the competitiveness of it. If we can salvage perfection tomorrow morning and we go $100 over and it's our 6th straight perfect week, I'm just going to give Oz the 100 extra. It's going to be a bonus. It's going to be a perfection bonus for Oz. You might say, Aaron, but then you'd make the extra 100 and you'd just give it away. Right. Why? Because it's about winning, you silly goose. It's about the competition. If $100 was going to put me under the bridge, I'd be doing something way, way wrong. Welcome to the program. We're going to have a good one. We got to talk about this Afroman trial a little bit later. I'm really excited about that. This dude, I don't think anyone's dislikes, and I don't think anyone ever has disliked Afroman. But this lawsuit, he's legit, he's being sued, but he's a victim. They raided his house a few years back, and they found nothing. He was charged with nothing. They stole money from him. When they returned the money, they didn't return all the money. They did him really dirty. So what he did was he took the security cam footage of his own house, of these officers coming into his home. He made a song about him, a funny song. We're going to play part of that song. It actually made one of the officers cry in court. It's so funny, dude. This is, I think, potentially criminal Sean. He called it a meme trial, and it is. It's a total meme trial. And I still don't understand how people can watch these all day, though. That's retarded. I'm going to play the whole court thing on the stop. Like 4 clips at max. 4 clips max. That's it. Like if you can get, 50,000 people watching you, I guess, like, look, one thing I've learned about being on the internet, being a good broadcaster counts for nothing. Appealing to the lowest common denominator, huge. That's what you got to be able to do. Unfortunately, that's never been my game. So this Afroman thing, we got like 3 or 4 clips. It's so great because they're suing him because their balls are hurt because he made fun of them after they came in, smashed up his door, stole his shit, took money from him. All of that, all he did was upload a song he made on YouTube, making fun of all the cops who raided his house. Oh, we're suing for defamation or whatever. So Afroman comes to court wearing an American flag glasses, and just overall being a pimp. And Afroman he stood on business in that trial, and he was the man. And I hope he wins. I think the whole thing's over now. They're just waiting on the jury to come back. Somebody was saying, oh, this is terrible. How could there be an all-white jury? I saw that on Twitter today. There's an all-white jury in the Afroman. The community, you got to remember, Afroman's not like a hood rat from the ghetto. Afroman's got money. He doesn't live. When ghetto black hood rappers or musicians get money, they go live amongst the whites. They're not uncivilized. So he lives among the whites. The county they're doing this in is 97% white. So yeah, it's going to be a white jury. But I cannot see a world where he loses this. I mean, I know we have a corrupt system. I know we have a retarded public. But even in that case, I don't see Afroman losing this thing. They came into his house. They busted up his shit. They stole from him. And in response, he made fun of them in a rap song. Now, if he would have went to their job and stalked them, if he would have went places and harassed them and everything, okay, then yeah, they would have something here. But he made a song. That was it. See, that's to me, that's the great balance. They have the authority to go into his house, smash up his shit, rob him, and steal from him. He doesn't have the right to do that back to them, but what he does have the right to do is talk a little shit. That's all. So I hope Afroman wins. I really do. We got a lot of other stuff coming up today. Mystikal apparently is going away for a long time. He pled guilty. I know this word has been devalued because of how overused and watered down it's become. But Mystikal pled guilty to rape today. Not rape. He pled guilty to rape. And I think we just got demonetized on YouTube. But not sexual assault, not anything, not mayhem or anything like that, old school. Mystikal. If you haven't been following Mystikal since you got out of high school, it's been a rough road. He's been pimping bitches. He's been hoeing them out. He's been smacking them around. He's been getting arrested for drugs. Mystikal is probably heading to prison for a while, and honestly, it's a long time coming. Mystikal needs to be locked up. There's a lot of people where you look at him, you go, oh God, is that even a crime? Why do we even, this guy needs to be in a cage. They need to cage Mystikal. He's out of control. And I know you're saying, well, Aaron, nobody goes to jail. I know. Nobody, it doesn't matter if you commit assault, robbery. Literally, I'm the only guy who goes to jail anymore. I'm the only guy. I mean, you have to do something horrible, evil, and unforgivable, like private text messages. That's how you go to jail. Rape, I mean, we don't put people away for that anymore. We don't put people away for assault or, anything like that, abusing children. You deserve a second chance. I'm the only guy who goes to jail anymore. But Mystikal, even though we have a very permissive attitude these days, Mystikal's run out of chances. He's going in a cage. And I don't think this is his first time. I think Mystikal has been away for an extended period in the past. So we got that coming up today. I have a guy video that I need you guys to watch because I don't know the guy thing. I know the guy did a dumb thing, but I don't know why it's a dumb thing. It has to do with diesel trucks. I don't know shit about diesel trucks. Never owned one, never driven one, never filled one up. But apparently there's two holes. There's a vagina and a butthole. when you open up the gas tank to a diesel tank. And apparently this guy fucked that up, but somebody's got to explain. He put it in the ass. It was A, and he put it in the A instead of the P. And he missed the sweet spot, and I guess he fucked up his vehicle. But you guys are going to explain to me nice and slow, like I'm retarded, why that's bad. So we've got all of that coming up tonight. Our boy Clavvicular, our boy Clav, walked out on a Channel 5 interview with Andrew Callahan. That's too bad because I like both of those guys. So that's going to be a rough one. Let's go ahead. I don't like this. Why are we doing this? Why are you starting the show this way? Benins 882 with $1 says, check Venmo, faggot. Don't do that. I hate when you guys do this. We're like, oh, check Venmo. And then I go to check. There's not going to be anything in there. And then you're going to go, ha ha, I got him. We're going to start today at $1. And I'm going to look like an asshole. You ready? Yeah, there's no notification on my phone. Here, but you know what? I'm going to, a notification just popped up on my phone. I have no idea how much it is. I have to go and look at it. Hold on. Oh. Well, don't I look like a fucking asshole? Benin with $75 on Venmo says, you're a fag. He paid, you know what? Guy, thank you very much for the $75. That is unbelievably generous of you. But people in the chat saying he does make a good point. He didn't make a good point. He just called me the gay F word. At any rate, thank you very much. That's very nice. $75. Unbelievable. Thank you. But see, guys, that's fine with me. Chins, fat, titties, gay. I'm an internet talk show host now. Those are the nice things your fans say to you. But, throwing a couple of bucks behind it salves the wound a little. That's all I'm asking. I'm way happier that Ben just gave us $75 than I am that he called me the gay F word. Now people are saying check Pinterest, check your OnlyFans pay, check pay. I'm not checking PayPal, cleaner. By the way, here's how much of a piece of shit I am. I just realized now, tonight, before the show started, when he was in the chat, that the cleaner's, the end of his username is 1488. I just put that together tonight. I shit you not, I'm retarded. Thank you very much, Benin, for that $75 start to tonight. That is a huge shot in the arm. Now, again, I cannot stress enough. Do not knock out the morning show's missed 100 on Tuesday. I can't stay till 9 because now that's a threat. Now we're already in double digits for tonight. Oz has a bone. Well, you know what? Here's the deal. If you guys get over it, I'll still give Oz the $100. It'll still be his. But I can't give you extra time, so I'd feel guilty if you did that. Loaded Wrench with $2 says, check the Dow. Uh-oh, I was just about to make a deposit into my fun investment account. Not my retirement investment account, but my fun investment account is, am I getting a buying opportunity? Oh, my God. I was busy today. You're not going to believe this. I ran 3 miles today. Aaron, you look fatter somehow. It's just, what do you... I can't help it. I'm getting old. There you go. 46,225. You know what? Maybe I need to get in there and make that deposit right about now. Holy shit. Although that might not be done dropping. 46. So we were at 49,662 when the war started, when the war broke down. And now we are at 46,225. So we've dropped more than 3,000 points in the Dow. So, no, that's not. We shouldn't be. That's not a celebratory thing. Well, hey, someone tell Pam Bondi that we can talk about pedophiles from now to Christmas at this rate. Although we're not. We're not talking about the pedos. Epstein is, boy, that war wiped Epstein off the face of the earth. But the thing about the Epstein deal is they were like, we were doing that thing where we were huffing and puffing and getting all mad and turning red. And then we looked around after a few weeks and we're like, oh, that's right. Nothing's going to happen. So Stop insulting our intelligence. Tell us who the molesters are. Tell us who all these evil pricks are. Tell us you're not going to prosecute them, so at least we know who they are. You know, at least we know you've got us over a barrel. You're not going to do anything about it. These are all Donald Trump's friends that are doing this stuff. So at least let us know who they are. Then again, once they tell us, we're going to be like, yeah, but nothing's going to happen to them. So did we really want to know? I don't know. We're a fickle bunch. Fuck you, dude, with $5 says savory. There we go. I gotta get a drop. I gotta get a savory drop for fuck you, dude. Bapa Shab says check Zelle. Brian says check Grinder. Here we go. The cleaner says I just put 100 in PayPal. Oh, guys, hold on a second. The cleaner just put 100 in PayPal. Let me go check it. Hold on. Hold on. Oh man, 100. That would be crazy. That would mean we're done with tonight already, and we had a perfect week of evening shows. Thank you. Hey, wait a minute. No, you didn't. Did I do it right? Did I do a good job? Eric Hartman, I did see that Piers Morgan clip today. I saw it real quick. I really didn't get it. And the guy that was doing it to him is the biggest tool on earth. So I think Piers was right to walk off his show. I want to play the Cenk thing from today's episode real quick. This is so funny. Hey, Mikey, thank you for the 1,000 bits. It's just the wrong platform. But thank you. I appreciate that. Huge Asshole said, I said, you people are pathetic for supporting this boob. You mean Trump. There's no way you mean me. Oh, wait, no. Huge Asshole says, holy shit, this show is pathetic, and so are you. Guys, Huge Asshole thinks this show is pathetic, and so am I. I'm sorry I'm not talking about Stuttering John. I really apologize. You know, it's such a big font of material, unless you're a fucking normal person. Guys, do not give this show any money. It would make Huge Asshole very upset. Stay away from Streamlabs, Venmo. Hey, no pen 15 fathead. What did I just say? Huge Asshole is going to be mad at you. He gifted a membership on YouTube. Huge Asshole, I'm really sorry about that. They don't mean it. I can't tell these guys anything. People in the chat are now calling him Moose Knuckle. I don't even know what that means. I mean, I know what a moose knuckle is, but I don't know why they'd call poor Huge Asshole that. That's not very nice. Guys, T-Baby says, ban his ass, ban Hammer. Should we do it? Should we do it? One's in the chat to clear out Huge. Oh, I haven't done that for a while. I haven't done that in a coon's age. Oh, boy, that's bad. That's not good. That's a lot of water. I don't have a towel. I'm just going to stare at that puddle for a while, and we'll fix that up later. So we've triggered Huge Asshole and Paul Waller today. What do you guys want to do? Oh, they've got a lot of ones in the chat. They want him gone. That's a racial slur. That's not very nice. All right, Huge Asshole, any final words before we let you go? I'm just kidding. Go fuck yourself. There he goes. Bye-bye, Huge Asshole. Oh, God, now Paul Waller is sitting there. They just watched their friend get beheaded. They're going, oh, my God, this toe guy means business. What the hell's he going to do to me? Don't worry, Paul Waller. Everything is fine. You do not need to worry. I'm just kidding. You're bad.
Enough. I will hear no more of this Hebrew nonsense.
The banhammer is back, baby. That's fun. You know what's fun about that? Is they're going to have to go tell somebody about that. I would never tell anybody that I was in a show's chat, like taking it seriously. That's like the gayest thing a guy can do. But then to tell somebody about it like they're going to care, that's my favorite part about banning someone. Thank you guys very much. We're off to a great start today. Awesome to have you. Hit like, hit subscribe, become a member. We appreciate you being here. Do you guys want to watch a water buffalo go fucking insane in front of a room full of people? Cenk Uygur was on Piers Morgan today. I was literally just watching this before the show started. They don't even have clips out of this yet. I just time-stamped right to where Cenk Uygur was getting the last word in the panel. Now, if I can set this up for you, they're debating what else? Iran. And Ben Ferguson here this is a great freeze frame of him. He's a douche. He's a sociopath. He loves dead Muslim kids. He thinks that's the funniest thing in the world is bombing Muslim kids. And but he's never served. He wants to send your children, but he doesn't. He's never served himself. He's what we call a chicken hawk. Cenk Uygur is a full-blown lunatic. He and I have the same neck, by the way. And he hates Ben Ferguson. And Ben Ferguson is no big fan of Cenk Uygur. Well, Cenk, they had been commenting every time Cenk is on Piers' show, he blows a gasket. It's a gimmick almost. And Piers Morgan had commented before this that Cenk, he got to almost the entire show without blowing a gasket. Now, they're at the 53-minute mark, and they're going to do the panel until the 55-minute mark. So Cenk only has to make it 2 minutes without blowing a gasket, and he's got this thing. You ready? Here comes our boy. I forgot how far back he starts going. All right, here we go. Cenk Uygur just has to make it 4 minutes, and he's made it without blowing a gasket. Let's check in on our boy Cenk.
Look, guys, we're ignoring the 800-pound gorilla in the room.
We're letting you talk. God.
For example, if somebody was to come in here and they were going to listen to this discussion or debate, but we told them ahead of time, hey, these guys are all clean and honest, then they'd listen to it and try to figure out what's happening. If we told them ahead of time, someone gave them $100 million to all say the same thing, we'd go, well, then we're a little bit more skeptical, to say the least. So that is what's happening with our politicians. Israel has given Congress $100 million. They've given Donald Trump $337 million. So this is all a fake conversation.
Oh, wow, Ben Ferguson just did what Red Bar would call a fool's sip. That was a cope sip that old Ben Ferguson just did. He doesn't like hearing that. I don't know what it is with these guys. We all know what the deal is. Just own it. Ben Ferguson, if you can't see, he's literally wearing a lapel on his suit that is the American and Israeli flag together. Bro, that's like a cross next to well, I guess technically a Star of David, but like a cross next to a crescent. It's come on, buddy. So Ben Ferguson is like, he can't be out there saying that we have dual loyalty. You're literally you're flying two flags.
Tiny amounts of money. They spent billions on day one of the war.
Cutting me off, Piers.
These are tiny amounts of money you're talking about.
Don't. He's bubbling. He's bubbling. Don't do it, Piers. This is what I love about Piers. He is Jerry Springer to a T. He just commented on how Cenk hasn't lost his mind yet, and now he's needling Cenk. What I love about Piers is he'll take one side, and then when he sees that side doing really well, he'll take the other side to kind of keep it fair. I love him for that. He's needling Cenk because he hasn't gotten a big explosion. Krakatoa hasn't blown yet.
Tiny amounts of money. Yeah. Piers, are you mental?
Do you know how much got spent?
$337 million.
Oh, there he is. There's Cenk. You can see the seismograph going, and then, oh boy. And you know what? Look, I hate Ben Ferguson. I think he's a serious piece of shit, but this is funny.
The Adelsons have given to Donald Trump because he is corrupt and easily purchasable. The Adelsons are corrupt and Israelis. The Israeli Adelsons gave...
By the way, did this guy fall? I think this guy fell asleep. I think this man is legit sleeping. Piers kept him past his nighty-night time. And this guy needs one less studio light because it's washing him out. I know this. I had 2 studio lights on me at one point, and I looked like a ghost.
Jonathan Pollard a trip on their private jet back to Israel and celebrated him like a hero because they love people betraying America for Israel.
But you don't think I
can prove it. So tell me if we should put American troops or Israeli troops.
They woke this poor old fucker up. Oh, he was having such a nice nap, and he's like, why is this brown skin yelling so loud? He's woken me up.
Okay, why are we putting our guys in? Ben Ferguson, that traitor, said that it was no big deal that 13 Americans died. It's a huge deal
Never said
that
that.
13 Americans died. Why do you send your goddamn Israeli friends into a war? They started it. They started it.
Never said by me. Never said by me.
You know what?
So much shit.
Cenk,
I'm never going to let anyone else on this program talk, because the minute I start talking, they start interrupting and go, oh, Israel's the greatest, Israel's the greatest.
Okay.
They bribed all of our politicians. It is
Cenk, you're misting. Right up here, right on the forehead, buddy. It's starting to come down. You're like me with a triple-digit goal with 45 minutes left, buddy. You got to take it easy. Cenk is blowing a gasket. He's steaming, man. You can see it coming out of his ears. Sometimes when I come out of the gym and I haven't cooled down, I'll, like, the steam, like in the wintertime in Minnesota, that steam will just be flying off my head. That's Cenk right now.
Exceedingly clear.
Okay.
So stop working for Israel, you corrupt sons of bitches.
Okay.
Work for America. Here's your solution. Here's your solution, and it's super simple. We get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
We have zero interest in there. None. So let
And
Israel
now you know why
who started
Trump
this
had to
war
do what he had
deal
to
with
do.
their
He's
own
gotta
war.
deal with people
You
like
put in the
this.
ground troops. You put in the ground troops. Ben Ferguson, answer this question. Should we be sending Israeli ground troops or American ground troops?
I think there's no major ground troop movements because the president's made it clear we're not invading the country. If you listen to what he said, you would already know that, not have to
If
ask
we
that
put
question.
in ground troops, now that's another lie he'll come back and say, oh, I always said we would put in ground troops.
You know what? Okay, look, I'm going to call an end to this. Cenk, the
American
truth
or Israeli?
The truth is...
American or Israeli?
All right,
Which ground troops?
Cenk, calm down. The truth is the American military...
Don't tell Cenk to calm down. That's like telling your wife or girlfriend to calm down. It's a bad idea. Great idea if you're Piers Morgan and you want to rile him up some more. You limey prick, you. I love him.
Has sent several thousand Marines into the area. They'll take a few more days to get there. And as we know, when there was a massive build-up before the war started, there must be a high likelihood they may get deployed. Otherwise, why would you send them? And it may be that Trump calculates that to get to, say, the...
By the way, I wouldn't let this keep playing if Cenk was done.
Uranium, he may have to use some ground forces. I hope it doesn't come to that. I think it would be a disaster, but we shall see.
So why not Israeli ground forces?
But we shall see. You know, think about
why not Israeli ground forces?
Yeah, and Israeli ground forces.
Why is that not even being discussed in Washington?
Well, you just mentioned
Why are we so subservient to Israel that we don't even have a national discussion about
really
should it be our
obsessed with
troops
Israel.
or should it be Israel's troops?
Cenk, you know...
Wait a minute. Hey, dickhead. I know you're winning this one, and Ben is winning by just letting Cenk go off. But, like, you are wearing an American and Israeli flag lapel pin, and you don't live there. You're not Jewish. You're not Israeli. I mean, you're not one to tell someone else they're obsessed with Israel.
Sometimes,
so you're saying send in Americans, right?
But Cenk, sometimes you got to
guys like Ben Ferguson and Mark Levin all want to send in Americans to die because they think Israelis are superior to us, and they think the Israeli lives are so important. 82% of Israelis want this war. Only 21% of Americans wanted this war. We don't want this war. Only people who want this war are the Israelis. They should fight their own goddamn war and stop having Americans killed on behalf of stupid, irrelevant, disgusting Israel.
You know what's crazy is that Cenk is 1,000% right, but he comes off as so unhinged that it's really hard to back him up. I love everything about this exchange.
For the sake of your spleen, if nothing else, I'm going to join into this panel debate.
I'm totally fine. I just love America.
Well,
I'm not like these traitors like Ben Ferguson and Ted Cruz, who literally said he's there to serve Israel, like a servile dog. Dog, bark for Israel, little doggy.
Okay, I'm going to leave it
Serve
there.
America. No more Americans dead.
Just for the record, Ben Ferguson has an America First panel.
Start a national discussion. Make every politician answer why we should die instead of the Israelis.
Thank you very much.
He's not wrong, but he's lost his fucking mind. There was one part, I want to see if we can get there, where Ben Ferguson pointed, you know what, I'm not going to jump around because I literally just got done watching this before the show started. But there was one point, you saw Ben Ferguson was wearing the American and Israeli flag lapel pin. Cenk Uygur did go, "You're Israel first. You're Israel first." And Ben Ferguson unironically goes, "American flag. Right there, I'm America first." It's like, oh, Ben, why are you guys so retarded? He's pointing, as he points to a dual loyalty flag on his lapel. He's like, "Oh, this proves I'm America first." I'm like, no, because if you tap your finger one too many times, you'll hit the Israeli one. They're that close to each other. Now you see why I love that shit. I watch Piers Morgan, at least some of Piers Morgan every day. Because he's the best. There's no show on the internet for like current events and stuff better than Piers Morgan, because it's just, you know what I like about it? It's honest. Piers knows that nothing's going to get solved. Piers knows that we're not going to have some heady conversation that's going to change the world. Piers knows that the fucking nose of the plane is headed straight for the mountain, and we should at least have some fun. And that's what we're doing. Thank you, Cenk. Benign says, can I get a discount VIP if I clear the goal? Wow, look at that. You know what? I like the bartering that we've got going on here. What do you mean for discount VIP? So VIP is $250. You donate $250 one time, you get our t-shirt, our beanie, our hoodie, our coffee mug, 2 tickets to every live event we do, and then once every year. So like if you become a VIP in 2026, 2027 you can order your own custom piece of merch. You just tell me what it is, I'll go get it made. What should we do? What do you think? What kind of discount should I give this guy? He says if I clear the goal, what are we at? I don't even know what we're at right now. 85? That would be 160 if he cleared it. Ooh, I don't know. I feel like, you know what? I need to get clearance from other VIPs. I need to get clearance for them. Because if other people who paid $250 are going to be pissed about it, I can't do it. So, I don't know. MSO says I never got nothing. When were you a VIP? When? I got to see. What do the VIPs currently in the chat think about Benin's offer? I don't know. Adam Simon says about Cenk Uygur, he shoved one too many marbles up his ass. He did. That, yeah. You know how Patrice O'Neill talked about people who make really good arguments kind of punish themselves by shoving marbles up their ass? That's shoving marbles up their ass. Shuli Madoff says, so Gray Duckling is steel toe. Oh, yeah, I saw that today. Because when I was auto-filling something out, Gray Duckling's name came up. They're like, oh, that proves that Steel Toe is Gray Duckling. No, I had to send Gray Duckling his VIP merch order recently, and I got the autofill. So I got Gray Duckling is in my autofill for some reason. When I go to fill out anything now, any form on the internet, there's me, there's April, there's SP, there's Jim, one of our VIPs, Jim, and there's Gray Duckling. Because I'm so good at tech. All right, what are the, let's see what they think. Let's see what they think. Fuck you, dude, says I have no opinion. MSO, then send me your info. I'll get it to you, buddy. Do you have to drop $250 at once or $250 over time? Yeah, we said a while ago you get a week, because one time some guy dropped a combined $250 in a week, and we're like, well, yeah, obviously you get it. So we made it a week. $250 in 1 week, and you're a VIP. Fuck you, dude, says used to be $250 in a week. That's exactly what it is. Hooters Girl says we paid $250 when you were doing shows every couple of weekend. Merch only worth $80. Give it to him. All right, you heard him. You heard him. You got the okay from the VIPs, Benins. So you knock out the last 85. We'll call it a perfect week for the evening show. And you've got yourself a VIP. But what I need you to do, I'm going to put my email address in the chat, and I need you to send me your address and your sizes so I can send that stuff out to you. So, yeah, another 85, and you got yourself a deal, apparently, according to the rest of the audience. T-Baby says, I'll be a VIP one day. I promise. MSO says, Aaron, it's true, I'm a VIP, but honestly, I really don't want anything. Then why are you putting me on blast in front of everyone? Dick. T-Baby with $1. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Hobo says, I've donated so much money in the past. I'm putting at least one of your kids through college. How dare you? All right, guys. Thank you very much. Benins with $90 says, here, dickhead. All right. Thank you very much. So, hey, guys, thank you. I guess we're playing now for Oz's bonus. From Tuesday AM Oz bonus. There we go. Now, again, I cannot give you overtime tonight. I have to leave as soon as the show's over, so I can't give you overtime. If you do this, it's purely to put us back to perfect, and Oz gets a $100 bonus. That's all it is. I cannot stress that enough. I don't want to be accused of ripping anyone off. All right. Doorman says, I say go for it. You do the heavy lifting, he gets the VIP. All right, there we go. There we go. Very cool. Doorman says yes. Thanks, guys. All right, I need you guys to help me learn how to be a man. That sounds so fucking weird. Oh wait, hold on. I got something here. Oh, this is what I get for putting my email in the chat. I got a bunch of Richard Simmons pictures. Fucking hate you guys. I hate you guys. The cleaner says, fuck your date night. Chat comes first. I can't. T-Baby says, McDonald's closes at 9, I'm pretty sure. You know, I have to tell you guys, I'm pretty proud of myself. Benin says, do OT tomorrow morning, driving to Vegas. It would be helpful for the drive. Well, we do have the members-only show tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So there's that. So I get, you know what? All right, fine. Benins gets to call the shots since he's the big dog tonight. If you knock out the Oz thing or the Tuesday thing, yes, then I'll go till 11 tomorrow. Got yourself a deal. And Oz will still get the bonus. All right, here we go. Let's get after some things. So this is what I needed from you guys. I've never driven a diesel truck before. Why? Because I'm sure Hobo, if you ask him, he'd say the rationale would be, I'm a faggot. So we'll go with that. This guy made a video, put it online, letting everyone know that he broke his hybrid diesel truck. Now, I don't know how any of this works. Again, I've got a gas hole. I open it up. I put the nozzle in there, and I get filled. And then I put gas in my vehicle. So this guy wants you guys to tell him how he fucked up. What I despise, what I really resent about this is that when I found this on X today, the caption to the tweet was like, oh, God, he's so stupid. Oh, what a retard. What a dummy. And I was doing that thing where I'm like, yeah, he is, man. That guy's dumb. And I watched the video and I'm like, wait, what? But what did he do? So I'm going to play this for 30 seconds. And I need you guys to tell me exactly what the hell I'm supposed to be laughing at this guy for.
So I just sold my Tesla Cybertruck, and this is my first day owning a diesel. So on the way home from the dealership, I thought I would top it off with diesel. And I filled it up here, and I had to get a funnel. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. You need a funnel to fill diesel. Now, when I try to start it, it won't start. And the DEF reads as full. And the diesel still reads under half a tank of diesel. Did I do something wrong?
So now that's supposed to be funny, and everyone's like, ha ha, that's funny. Oh, I can't believe you did something that retarded. See, look, the caption is, there's no way someone can be this dumb. I have no idea. Like, I understand, like, the little hole is probably not where the gas goes. But when he opened the thing and there were 2 holes in there, you know, it's like your first time with a woman. You're like, okay, I'm pretty sure it goes there, but I can't be positive. Taste Fairy says, oh, I get it. That's hilarious. Wait, what? No, hold on. But you have to tell me. You have to tell me why it's funny. Kraken Slappin says, DEF and diesel fuel, 2 separate tanks. What is DEF? Siphon now. That feels good to get out my there. Hulkamaster Baby says he put diesel in the DEF tank, basically the exhaust cleaning fluid. I got to be honest with you. I don't even know what a fucking DEF tank is. I would have thought that was just a place we stored people who couldn't hear. He owned a Tesla. That's how dumb he is. Do you not see the big green cap is for diesel? No, I understand that part. I understand he put the fuel in the wrong hole. What I'm asking is, what's that other hole for? I don't know. I have one hole. And I take the pump, and I put the hose in the hole, and I fill the gas. Easy peasy Japanesey. So this guy fucked up so bad that everyone thinks he's a retard. But now I'm having a problem because I don't know why he's a retard. I've never driven a diesel truck, and I know it's the green cap. What's the other cap? MSO says that's where you put your dick. See, was that so hard? I just wanted to know what the other tiny one was for. It's for your genitals. Kraken Slappin says DEF is used to make the diesel cleaner. Why are we making it so complicated? Why can't you just have a vehicle where you put the fuel in the thing and then you're done? Why do we have to? 09 says, I knew big trucks had exhaust fluid, but I didn't know the normal sized diesels had it too. Apparently they do. Papa Shop says, yeah, it's to have sex with your truck, B. Thank you. By the way, I did a Rogan, Callan, Schaub, the vaccine video from last night. I clipped that out as an individual clip, and I'm like, that's going to break the schneid. That's going to get us off our like 5 or 6 clip struggle. We've been, after we were hot for a little bit, then we went cold again and like really shit the bed. And I think I looked before tonight's show and it was at like 50 views. I'm like, oof. Like, I don't mind when the Mark Levin clip bombs. I'm like, all right, Mark Levin, who gives a shit? Barely anybody knows who he is. But when you go with a Rogan Schaub Callan argument clip and I'm killing it, I'm thinking, well, this one's going to be easy. I can take the day up. Nope. Not in the least. Not in the least. The cleaner says it's recycled ammonia. You can actually pee in it. I don't know. So there's 2 holes. One of them's for the fuel. The other one is for some other shit that cleans some shit. And how often do you put shit in that shit? I don't know. Driveway Junkie says it's emission cleaner, diesel exhaust fluid. Shed Hunter says, oh boy, my foreman accidentally put DEF in the fuel tank. Fortunately, he didn't start the truck. Could have been bad. What happens when you put DEF in the fuel tank? That would be the other way around. So that guy put fuel in the DEF tank. What happens when you put DEF in a fuel tank? No Pen 15 Fathead says, my last Chevy had it under the hood. The new one is next to the fuel cap. I don't understand. I'm a fucking suburban boomer at this point. What happens when you put DEF in the fuel tank? Causes immediate severe damage by contaminating the entire system with water and urea. Wait a minute. Isn't urea horse piss? What the fuck are we putting in our truck? Why? Is that a government regulation thing? So like, hey guys, we're really worried about the environment. We need horse piss in your tank. What? Resulting in crystallization that can destroy injectors and pumps. Repairs often cost over $20,000. Well, aren't those diesel trucks like $100,000 to begin with? Requiring a total fuel system replacement. If this happens, do not start the engine. Tow it immediately. Well, can you drain the tank and save it? Can you like drain everything? It's trying to help. Just trying to help. Hobo says, because of horsepower, stupid. Oh, horse. Hey, I got that one. Horse piss. Horsepower. Cut. I think we got to end it for tonight. I don't think it's going to get better than that, folks. Is urea horse piss? All right, fine. I'll write urine. God, Google, you're so sensitive. No, urea is not horse urine, but a chemical compound that is a natural component of mammalian urine. Oh, no, it's not horse piss, silly. Oh, good. It's monkey piss. Oh. While historically isolated from urine, urea is used in skincare, fertilizer, that's fine, and industry is 100% synthetic, created in labs from ammonia and carbon dioxide. It's vegan friendly. Hey, you can drink all the piss you want, vegans. Congratulations. By the way, what's your diesel at right about now? What are you guys paying? You at 5 yet in Minnesota? Is the diesel way the hell up there? Shed Hunter says, I think the motor would have blown up if they started it with DEF in the fuel tank. It's our wonderful government doing its best. We drained the tank and towed it to the dealership. Oh, so you can't drain the tank and then fill it up with the right shit and then... Oh, wow. See, I don't want a vehicle that's that tricky. Like, if I fuck up that way, it's going to cost me 20 grand. I can't handle that kind of pressure. No Pen 15 Fathead says it's at 450. Bong Time says $4.99 in Minneapolis. Okay. All right. Hey, guys, thank you very much. What a stress-free Wednesday night we're having. Thank you to Benin, or whatever he wants to be called. Thank him because he's knocked out everything tonight, and he's now a VIP. And now I actually have an order to make this week. Let me see if I think I have some orders. I think people have made some VIPs have made some orders. Who do I got to send shit to? Oh, my God. Yes, I know. My taxes are done. Fuck, I got to clean out my email more often. All right, thank you. That's very nice. Generous donation. Thank you. Yes, my daughter's fucking crushing it in school. Awesome. A. Nerd. No. I have to send stuff to Shane and Dong. Oh, so Shane, Dong, and Benin all get orders this week. Very cool. Very cool. Ben wins 882. I'm retarded and mistyped. Okay, Ben wins. Great. Send me your stuff and we'll get that sent out on Friday is our order day. All right, let's blast into some stuff here. Remember how I said at the beginning of the show that Mystical's fucked? Mystical's fucked. We're going to get into that now. By the way, not even done with the first hour yet. 271 of you checking out the toe. Most of that on Rumble by a factor of 2 to 1. Nice work, Rumble. YouTube doesn't like us because we don't use them. They're our secondary channel. I like them. I like YouTube just fine. I think they're fine. But I don't think YouTube likes that we're multi-streaming. I don't think so. But hey, Rumble, crushing it. Thank you guys so much. 270. That means 30 away from what I think is an awesome evening show. Hit like, hit subscribe, and share the show with your friends. They will love it. So, like you, I was a big Mystikal fan growing up. And if you're not like me and you weren't a big Mystikal fan growing up, you're gay. Congratulations. But time has not been kind to Mystikal. And he hasn't been kind to the ladies. He is a rapist. I don't mean that in like a colloquial sense. I don't mean like he had sex with a girl and she regretted it the next day. I mean, like I said earlier, rape. Mystikal's a bad, nasty, evil dude. He entered a guilty plea. Real name Michael Tyler. Yesterday in court in Gonzales, Louisiana, he pled guilty to rape, excuse me. You've got to be, it's got to be pretty bad. They've got to have everything on, because rape is one of those charges where it's like, ooh, we should probably go to trial because you're probably not going to get a good plea deal. You take your chance with the jury. You only need one of them. Maybe they loved Shake Yass, which, by the way, Shake Yass is good. Danger is good. But my favorite Mystikal songs, I think, are more, it's not the main hits. For me, so Danger and Shake Yass are very good. Stutter with Joe. I thought Joe's song Stutter with Mystikal, very, very good. Move Bitch, Get Out the Way. His verse in that was fantastic. Here I Go, one of his early ones. That was really good. Oh boy. What were some of the, I don't remember. Oh no, Tarantula. That was a good one. Danger. Mystikal's got some bangers, man. Now this becomes like the R. Kelly kind of Michael Jackson, like these arguments of when you find out that these guys are horrific people and they've done terrible things, can you still enjoy their music? I've always said yes. I've always said, the music didn't rape anybody, but, you maybe take it easy, be like, oh, I really love this song. I hate the guy who sings it, But this is Mystikal in Louisiana this week. It's we're at about the end of the line with Old Mist.
News starts now with breaking news.
And breaking this afternoon at 4, Louisiana rapper Mystikal pleaded guilty to third-degree rape charges moments ago. Thank you for joining us here at 4. I'm Tisha Powell. Mystikal now faces a maximum of 20 years in prison.
He'll do 5. But I don't think this is his first time. I think he's been in prison before, because since his rap career ended, I think he's been convicted of sex trafficking once, and now there's this. Some people are just born rotten and stay that way.
Mystikal, whose legal name...
You talk about a guy who lived the gimmick. I mean, all of his songs were about, oh, I'm going to smack you, bitch. Yeah, and I'm going to fuck you whether you want me to or not. And it's like, well, I mean, there were signs.
Name is Michael Tyler, was arrested in 2022 on rape and domestic abuse charges. The judge in the case ordered a pre-sentence investigation before the sentencing, which is set for June 16th. Tyler faced similar charges back in 2004 for sexually assaulting his hairstylist. He would...
Yo, I said to give me a fade with a cut in the right hand, bitch. Bend over. Show me what you're working with.
End up spending 6 years behind bars and labeled a registered sex offender.
Yikes. Well, you're going back, buddy. See, that's the thing. You got that maximum of 20 years. Never mind. He's going to do more than 5, because when you've been back behind bars again, like we let you out after 6 years the first time with the SA, now you're getting rape convictions, and then, you know what? Make it a cool decade. They're going to give him a decade. I look, I know I'm the only guy who goes to jail anymore. Nobody else goes to jail. Only I go to jail. But our system may be extremely lenient and designed more towards rehabilitation and giving people another chance than incarcerating them. But this one, there's no way I don't care how much money he has left. I don't care what kind of lawyers he's got. Like, even Diddy's, going away till what, Christmas? I think Diddy's getting out this year. Wild, right? When does Diddy get it? He'll be out of jail just in time for 50 Cent to release another documentary on him. April 25th, 2028. Why did I hear that he was getting out on Christmas of this year? Sentenced to 50 months, and it'll be 26 months. Well, yeah, then he should be out this Christmas, because if it's 50 months, they never make you serve the whole sentence. You always get out early. Like, I was supposed to do like 15, and then it was 8, and then it turned out to be 6. So, no. They filed an appeal for immediate release, arguing he was punished for crimes he was acquitted of. I mean, that's true. He did. I think he was in jail awaiting trial. It's not a bad point. But anyway, Mystikal, yeah, there ain't going to be many Christmases for Mystikal. I think he's like 50 now. He goes away for 10 years. Shit, man, this might not be the last time we see Mystikal go to jail. He'll have plenty of time. If he's 50 right now and he goes away for 10, he gets out, within 5 years, he'll probably be back again. What? Because he went away, he got released in 2010, and then in 2022, he reoffended. So 12 years. Yeah, I don't think he's done yet. I think Mystikal's got one more run in him. Not as a rapper, as a rapist. And, really, what he does for a living hasn't changed that much. He just dropped one P out of the title. Went from a rapper to being a raper. That's all. Hobo Chili says, I was calling the judge every day at the same time every day, Aaron, saying I wanted the maximum punishment, death. I know, and they came and talked to me, and they said, is this guy okay? Like, do we need to keep an eye on him? I said, perpetually. Das Optic says, Move Bitch was Luda. Don't test me on this shit, motherfucker. I know it was a Luda song, but Mystikal had a verse in Move Bitch. I'm sorry, I'm shouting. I shouldn't have done that. That wasn't okay. That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very Christian of me. Move Bitch. It's like, don't walk bitch move or something like that. Hold on. We're gonna get to Mystikal's verse here. We're gonna have some problems on YouTube here. Not this stupid asshole. Mystikal, please. See, he told us he was gonna knock your curtains down. He was gonna fuck you up.
Young and successful, sex symbol.
Now, sex symbol. That didn't age well. Yes, you are a sex symbol. Here's the sex symbol you are. A circle with a slash through it. If only there were signs. If only there was a sign that he was a problem. We could have known. You, don't hurt me. You, it was all you, I'm guessing. But with your aggression level the way it is. Yeah, we probably should have known. we probably should have been able to warn everybody about Mystikal's potential issues. Bong time calling it Jungle Bunny music. It's funny that you call it that because I was going to say this is like the white trash version of black people. It's just like shamelessly rapping about being absolute dog shit. Hooters Girl says, excuse me, Aaron, he's on the rag and emotional this time of month. Oh, I apologize. All right, Hobo, I'll take your apology later. You know you're getting a little silly. I don't know if you're drunk tonight. I don't know if you've been drinking or what, but let's back it up just a little bit, pal. Some Soper says, my friend has one of NBA Youngboy's kids in her class. Lots of rappers down that way for some reason. Oh, in Gonzales, Louisiana? Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of rappers come from the South. I mean, a lot of it's, unfortunately, poverty. Rappers come from poorer areas, and Louisiana's the poorest state in the country, so that makes sense. No, it's not called Ooga Booga Ballad, Hobo. That's not, but thank you for toning it down. I appreciate it. That's as close as a sorry you're going to get from old Hobo. All right, from a man who definitely brings out the worst stereotypes in the community to a man who should be heralded as a civil rights leader, it's time to check in on the Afroman trial. See, now, I think watching an entire trial is like the gayest, biggest waste of time grift you can do. But I think grabbing a couple clips, making it part of your whole show, there's so much to talk about. Why focus on one thing? But bring a handful of clips from something really funny, and let's have a good time. So this Afroman thing. The cops raided him back in 23, 24, somewhere around there. They raided his home. I think they were looking for drugs or something like that. They bust through his door. They broke the lock on his door. They took suits, and those suits had $5,000 in them. When they gave it back to him, there were only $4,000 in there. I mean, they really treated Afroman like shit. Not only that, they made him shut off the cameras in his house while they were in there. That's fucked up, if you ask me. So Afroman made a song called Pound Cake. And he put the footage of the officers in his house in the video Pound Cake. And then he made funny little comedic recreations of them and goofed on them. You know, it's the least he can do for them violating his civil rights and being a cunt. The cops respond by suing Afroman, claiming that it had a deleterious effect on them, that their reputations were destroyed and they were done irreparable harm because Afroman made a song about them. Well, now they're in court. Both sides have rested their cases, but we have gotten some primo clips out of this trial. First of all, Afroman has gone full Larry Flint on this thing, and I don't know how anyone in that jury can't love him by the end of this. He's got the red, white, and blue American flag suit on. He's got American flag sunglasses. He looks like a proper cunt. And these officers are just going on the stand crying. Literally, I think two of them were crying on the stand because the song hurt their feelings so much. I mean, and by the way, the song wasn't like it was hit 'em up or anything like that. If we play a little bit of Pound Cake right now, it's jovial, it's fun, it's a silly music video. So he got this on his home cameras. It's the sheriff's department.
The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door.
Look at that. Come on. You got to pay for that. I believe Colorado, if I'm not mistaken, where weed is legal. So Afroman having fucking enough ganja to supply all of them. This is the song that caused all the hubbub. This is the song that caused the sheriff's department to sue him. Again, 3 million views on YouTube. There's also Will You Help Me Repair My Door? That's another video he did. He did get some mileage out of this. Obvious reasons why Afroman needs to be held into account in a court of law, why he needs to pay attorney's fees and everything else, because of those nasty, evil songs he's done. No Pentant 15 Fathead gifting a membership on YouTube. Thank you. A lot of gifted memberships on YouTube this morning and this evening. Thank you guys very much for that. Holy shit. I really did almost dropped one there. Word Salad says they should sue him for making shitty music. Last I heard, that is not an actionable offense. So we've got a few more clips from this trial. Unfortunately, I believe this man, one of these guys is named Officer Cooley. That's unfortunate. This is him talking about him not knowing why he was being called pound cake. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you 4 great clips from the Afroman civil lawsuit trial.
Sean, you were called Officer Pound Cake by Mr. Foreman?
Multiple times.
Mr. Foreman is Afroman.
600s of pound cakes at work from different people.
Okay. And the context of that name comes from a music video that Mr. Foreman created, correct?
I don't know where he got it at, but you'd have to ask him that question.
The Adams County Sheriff.
Now they play in court, they're playing the Lemon Pound Cake song. This is what I mean. We need tort reform in this country. We need to cut down on the amount of things you can sue for, because this is a waste of everybody's time. This is a waste of all taxpayer dollars. The judge, the jury, the sheriff's department, the attorneys are happy. They're getting paid. But if you have to play this fucking song in court, we're done here. Like, the judge, like, we need to subvert the Constitution to end trials like that. It's kind of like old school R&B. Little blues in there.
There.
Is this motherfucker crying? Is he crying because of the pound cake song? Oh, fuck you.
So you've seen Exhibit D.
Exhibit D, my dick. So then there was another officer who was talking. And like, imagine.
Can you tell me what?
Imagine you're going into the courtroom and you're being coached by your attorney before you go up there. And he's like, all right, really be emotional about this. Let the jury know, help the jury understand that this really damaged your reputation. It really made you feel terrible. And by God, you just feel awful about the whole thing.
Can you tell me what fact about you that receding hairline or dipshit refers to, please?
That refers to me. My audience calls me receding hairline and dipshit every day. I just figured it was a term of endearment. This guy's... I didn't know that I could take all you jackasses to court over that. The only problem is in discovery, they just show a picture and a clip of the show, and the judge would go, he does have a receding hairline. He is a dipshit. I don't think we can bring this one to court, Aaron.
I'm sorry?
See, that's what happens when you bring a complaint to the court and it's not valid. There is no judge that signs off on it initially. They'll just say no. But when it is valid and the things you've listed are accurate and the other party, it's signed by a judge and served to the other people, that means that they have to prove it's not true. And if they can't prove it's not true, guess what? It's going to hold up.
What private fact of yours does that refer to?
I mean, there's a picture of me and see here, talking about see, I wouldn't trust him with methamphetamine crack ass alone in my house.
That's funny. See, this is the deal, though. Afroman needs to win this lawsuit for all of us. And I'll tell you why. These guys, we give them guns, we give them badges. They can come into your house, they can shoot your dog, they can do all kinds of evil shit, they can steal from you. We at least have to be able to retain the right to call them fatty, make music videos about them, shit all over their appearance, say we wouldn't trust them with methamphetamine. You can't sue us for that. There has to be something that balances the scales from the whole you getting to kill us in our own home thing.
So I find that pretty insulting.
So that's the
tough shit. You know what I find insulting? A bunch of retards kicking in my door and taking my shit.
That statement is what you're suing on.
Well, no. I told you this is one of many.
Well, and that's why we're trying to
You
find
keep trying to make it singular. I'm telling you it's not singular, it's plural.
Okay, and so one of them is dipshit, one is receding hairline,
Yep.
and the other is meth heads.
Yes.
Is there any more?
Well, when he's sitting there making accusations against the organization that I, at that time, was working for, destroying community trust, all based off of a lie, that's what ultimately stopped.
And that's community trust in the Adams County Sheriff's Department, correct?
Yes.
The Adams County Sheriffs, fuck you, dude. So this, oh, by the way, the other thing you're going to learn, ever since this all happened, this was 2 or 3 years ago, Afroman's been divorced. A couple of these cops have been divorced. A lot of stereotypes getting filled throughout this trial. So that guy, you never want to go in front of a judge and be like, said it was fat, said it had receding hairline, called me a dipshit. It's not okay, Your Honor. It's not okay. The next one we have is a deputy claiming that Afroman singing about sleeping with his wife has caused him tremendous pain as grounds for defamation. I think this might be the guy who cries. First, Red Fox Mad, thank you for the $4.99. Now, guys, the goal has been hit tonight. We're good. Everything you throw in goes towards that miss on Tuesday, which is going to be Oz's bonus as well. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, all because he got high like Aaron gets high and forgets what he's doing. I don't use drugs at all, sir. How dare you? LOL, can you imagine doing that? Pigs break into your house and steals. I don't know where the rest of that was going, but yeah, no, it's this whole thing is just fucking silly as all hell. Thank you very much for the $1, Hulkabasha Baby. He says the real crime here is Afro took SP's nickname for you. You're her little pound cake. Thank you. You have no idea. $2 from Dan Vicious says Jillian versus the Fatties. I don't know what that means. Like Jillian Michaels? The Israel show? Rexstart parody account with $1 says, I think it's unfair of you to make fun of these cops. How would you feel if someone made fun of your weight or your love of baked goods? Yeah, wouldn't that be really insensitive? Wouldn't I feel really shitty about that? What would I know about it? Thank you guys very much. Hobo Chili Recipe says, no, the one-armed man did the coke. Huh? I don't understand. Thank you guys for the contributions. I was going to spend a little more time in the chat, but Hobo ruined it with his shitty line. Blame him. Some Soper says, Lamau, the sheriff could have just let this slide and saved the embarrassment, but I'm glad he didn't. Right? Like this whole thing would have gone away in a couple of weeks. But you just made Afroman a shitload of money. So 3 million views. Hold on. I'm going to do the math on this. I'm going to say Afroman gets about $12 per 1,000 views on that video. So 3 million divided by 1,000. Wow. So he made about 36 grand on YouTube on that one song. I hope he wins. Good for him. Somebody's saying in the chat that Afroman won. Time out. I thought that they rested the case today. I thought the jury was getting it. Hold on a minute. Afroman verdict. I don't think there's a verdict yet. Oh! He did win. How the shit did I was prepping this like at 4 o'clock today. 7:32 a.m. today. This was this morning. Wait a minute. See, this is why I don't cover trial shit. What the fuck? I just wanted to watch for the lols, and now I'm missing the big news.
Stances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed.
Yes!
So the matter will be concluded with defense verdicts. Thank you, Mr. Klingler. Thank you, Mr. Osborne. Thank you to the court staff and the...
Look at the cops. Bro, you guys had an all-white jury, and there was a Negro in an American flag suit, and you lost. And his Rasputin-looking lawyer fucking crushed it for him. And they're going to go celebrate with some lemon pound cake.
Sheriff's Department for security in the building. And
Afroman won for civil rights. Look at all these white guys hanging up in the thing over here. Afroman came into the white man's house, and he wrecked some shit.
We'll go ahead and stand in adjournment. You're welcome.
Now, I believe in the UK, if you sue somebody and you lose, you have to pay their legal fees. I believe we should adopt that because I believe a lot of frivolous bullshit lawsuits get put out there. And they're allowed to go because people will get them on a contingency or it won't cost that much and they've got the money to throw around. And a person has to defend themselves from it. And if they lose, they lose. You pay up, that's fine. But if you win and you're the defendant, you should get your legal fees paid for. Oh, look at this. Is Afroman? He's staring at. Afroman's just staring. God, he's got to feel good. Afroman's got to be feeling good about this whole thing, boy.
Relax, whatever it is you need.
Do you think the county covered these guys' legal fees since they're cops, or no? Or did they waste a shitload of money on this? Come on. Oh, Afroman's praying, dog. Hold on. Afroman breaks out and there we go. Got a big-ass Cadillac ring on. God. How do you not root for a guy like this? Standing there in his big-ass American flag suit. Black guy can pull that off. A white guy can't pull that look off. You look retarded. You look like the guy making the speech in Forrest Gump at the Washington Monument. Black guy with an afro. That's the only guy who can pull off that outfit. And even then, like, he's barely pulling that off. That does not... I mean, let's be very honest. He looks like a douche. But he's our douche. And he won. And he won for us. Hey, Beans and Mice says, oh, yeah, why don't we get him back? Why don't we bring back Chef on South Park and Afroman can be the voice? That's a great idea. Great idea. No Pen 15 Fathead says, by the county, you mean the taxpayers, right? I don't know. I'm not sure if they do or not pay for that. I think if it's a civil case, you might have to pay for it on your own if you're the plaintiff. If you're the defendant, I think if the cops get sued, then yeah, the taxpayers pay for that. Like the taxpayers in Minneapolis paid for the George Floyd settlement. But I think if you're the plaintiff, you got to pay for that on your own. Because again, it doesn't make sense that they can sue Afroman. They have the right, like with no punishment, they can kick down his door, steal his shit, not give it back, and he can't make a song about them. All right, he says this trial boosted Afroman's profile and made him a lot of money. Well, depending on how much it cost him, I don't know. I don't know how much it would have made for him. Rexstart parody account with $1 says another win for the fro. At a kid. I don't root for him because he throat punches fat white women that can't dance. Oh, have you ever seen the video of Afroman smacking the shit out of that lady who tried to sneak up on him on stage? Oh, I love it. Why don't you like that Afroman did that? That lady totally deserved it. Afroman hits fan. I think he got sued for that too. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Thank you guys. Every time. Every day. Get the fuck off this stage and don't rub your asshole on my leg. That's assault, brother. It's 2015, by the way, in Biloxi. He's trying to play a little blues guitar, and this fat heifer comes up to him. You know, if they burn enough of those in Israel, the rapture happens. Now, Afroman claims he didn't know who it was. He didn't know it was a woman because he just felt somebody rub their ass on his leg and he just reacted. And because that clip is so funny, I'm going to go ahead and say I believe him. And by the way, that's the only evidence I have is that I want to believe him. Nomo just writes, LOL, whoa. Yeah, oh yeah, no, very jarring to see right away. Das Optic Nerve says, Brian writes, the department does cover it. Oh, okay. Okay. The cleaner says, if I was a cop, I would kick down your door, kick your dog, and drink your milk. Well, that would be a civil rights violation. Thank you very much. That was fantastic. I'm so glad he won, man. I'm so happy for Afroman because that whole thing was bullshit. The only thing that would make it perfect is if Afroman gets his legal fees covered. That would be fair. All right, so we have a couple more clips. We have another officer who, now it's more fun to go back and watch these clips now, knowing that these guys lost. So they had to go up in front of God and everybody in a courtroom and talk about this and talk about how painful and humiliating it was, knowing, and now we know that they also got beat.
The defamation statement is that he said he had sex with your wife.
Yes.
And that's painted you in a false light.
It's caused tremendous pain in my life.
I'll get to that. We have to go through false.
Well, I had sex with your wife. His wife's in a coma.
Light first. So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
Come on, it's not like you made a black.com thumbnail.
That's not true, correct?
I don't know.
Wait, you don't know if your wife fucked Afroman? I mean, you should be keeping tabs on her.
Wait, you don't know if your wife's cheating on you or not?
You want to go there?
No, I just want to ask that question because you said we don't know. I just
been with that woman since middle school.
I know.
I would hope she wouldn't. But you know what? Once somebody puts it out there for their fun and entertainment, it's out there. And it's a problem.
So it's something we cannot verify the truth of?
Oh.
Is it a thing that can be verified, true or false?
Ask your client.
Well, he's already made a statement to the affirmative. This guy's so stupid. All he has to say is, no, she never had sex with him. So he told a lie that was damaging to my reputation. It defamed me. All he would have to do. Now, I also heard that one of the deputy's ex-wives testified on behalf of Afroman. That's gotta hurt. That's really gotta sting. Did I get a clip? I don't think I got a clip of that one. No, I didn't. Oh, shit. I wish I would have. But I think one of the officer's ex-wives testified. Pablo Pacheco says, I wish I were paid today. I would send a link of his ex-wife's deposition. It was just send the link. We're talking about it already. You don't have to pay if it changes the subject or changes the topic. It would be kind of rude for you to just barge in with it without throwing a rumble rant out there. But if it has to do with what we're talking about and it helps the show, hell, that's the payment, my man. Plus, we already hit the goal. So right now, we're 95 away from Tuesday's shortage. Baba Shab says one of the cops is a PDF. Well, I ain't trying to get sued too. Brian says he broke off the wife with some of that BBC. I mean, he didn't say no. I mean, I would have said no. She never did. Absolutely not. By the way, Graham Wellington is like, JT the Watcher is on. I don't know what the fuck a JT the Watcher is, but I don't think it's going to help his 5-person viewer count. I'm just guessing what his viewer count is. I could be being generous. And now everyone in the chat is going, what's JT the Watcher? That is the correct answer. And it also means Graham Wellington is gone, baby.
Okay, faggot, what's next?
Oh, we got another one. Can't stop, won't stop. Steel toe minding its business, doing the show, doesn't need any of that gay community out there, and it just eats these guys alive that they have to come in the chat. Oh, I love it. Yeah, this is the lady I was talking about. Perfect, yes. This is the sheriff's deputy's ex-wife that testified against her own ex-husband. I'm guessing that breakup didn't go well. She might have got broken off by Afroman.
You've worked with kids for how long?
30 years.
I'm going to speed this up. It's pretty long.
Mind the kids pretty well.
Yes.
When they would play Mr. Foreman's song Lemon Pound Cake, did they take that as a literal fact from your observations?
No.
Were they laughing and joking about it?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Are you familiar with the song WAP?
Wait a minute. There was a wet-ass pussy reference in the Afroman trial? Yes. You know what I love about this is you know that her ex-husband is in that courtroom and he wants to go, you lying bitch! But you can't do anything like that. You're supposed to be a victim.
I think I heard
it. No, strike that. I'm going to give you the complete song and then summarize it because I only want to say it once. Are you familiar with the song Wet Ass Pussy?
Yes.
I love that that's in the court record. The stenographer had to type that shit out.
Is that a rap song?
It is.
Has your students played it in class?
Once, and I asked them to please turn it off.
Good teacher. Good teacher. Good job.
They were listening to it. Did they think that was fact?
No.
So they didn't think that was depicting anything in real life?
No.
I do. I think Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion are absolute skanks. And I don't doubt Wet Ass Pussy I take as a documentary.
So you didn't have to teach them that wasn't real?
Right. No, I did not.
You've heard the song, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you believe it's a literal interpretation?
No.
Would you agree it's derogatory towards women?
No.
What? Wet ass pussy isn't derogatory? It turns a woman into just basically a flowing wet vagina. And don't get me wrong, to God, like this is the problem with modern feminism in general. See, you're getting a little of everything from this trial. Wet Ass Pussy is a song that benefits men greatly and causes great psychological damage to women. That's modern feminism. Because, like, with hookup culture in men, biologically, the chemicals that our brain releases when we fuck someone and then we dump a load, we get tired, we fall asleep. When women hook up, when women fuck, and that happens to them, they get a bunch of oxytocin rushing to the brain. They attach to the person that they're partnered with. So then when they engage in hookup culture, this is where feminism is so psychotic. It's actually really damaging, like from a biological perspective, from a psychological perspective. Every time a man hooks up, he can walk away and he's fine. Every time a woman hooks up, that oxytocin floods, she attaches, that guy leaves, and she goes... Then she goes out and does it again, same thing. Eventually, your brain stops releasing that oxytocin and you can't really attach to anyone and you can't get close to anyone because your brain goes, he's just going to fucking leave and we're going to do all this work for no reason. We're trying to get a partner so we can mate. That's what we're trying to do. So like hookup culture from a biological level is awful for women. Fine for guys. It's not good or bad for guys. I'm talking about from a biological standpoint. It doesn't fuck up our brain chemistry. But for women, it literally fucks up their brain chemistry.
It says nasty things about him?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the artist's opinion, I guess. That's the way I feel.
Maybe not an opinion you like, but...
Yeah.
Lemon pound cake. I got that shit in my head, man. So anyway, we don't need to play that whole thing, but that's the deputy's ex-wife testifying on behalf of Afroman in the trial. That fucking hurts, man. That really has got a sting. Gray Duckling says, WAP, I love a pissing pussy. No. It's not a pissing pussy. It's just a very stimulated. Do you remember when Ben Shapiro was saying that a woman getting wet is a medical condition? That was so fucking embarrassing. Hold on a minute. Ben Shapiro, WAP. Yeah, I think this
56 million views within 48 hours of release. This is a deeply important piece of American art that we should all pay attention to.
Ben Shapiro is now and always has been so Jewish.
It is deeply empowering. Freak 7 days a week. Wet ass P word.
He can't say pussy. He's a Christian, or no, he's a Jewish conservative. We can't be saying pussy.
At pull-out game week. P word. P word is female genitalia. It continues.
God, I've never heard someone make a song about like sex just sounds so dry.
Along these lines. Yeah, you effing with some wet ass P word. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass P word. Give me everything you got for this wet ass P word. I mean, a bucket and a mop?
Ben, Eric Clapton didn't actually shoot the sheriff. Oh, no, he did not actually shoot the deputy. That was just a song. He's exaggerating.
This sounds like there's something that is going on here that is not biologically normal. And by the way, the song is so unsexy that it frankly sounds like somebody describing what amounts to a serious condition that requires the care of a doctor. Fortunately,
because that's what a woman wants to hear when she's just slutting it up, texting a guy like, oh yeah, I got such a fucking wet pussy right now. And he's like, are you okay? Do you need me to call the doctor? She's like, never mind. It's not a problem anymore. All right, good. I got to go back to watching my Daily Wire videos. You know Michael Knowles has cigars? Yeah, it's fine. So you don't have the thing with the pussy being wet right now? No, in fact, the few pubes I have, you could probably start a wildfire just by rubbing two stones together on them.
I know a doctor who's my wife. And so I asked
Oh,
her,
no, I forgot about this. His wife is the one who told him, no, don't worry, honey. If a vagina gets really wet, that's actually bad. The Argentinian wildfire started because Ben Shapiro was trying to insert his penis into his wife's vagina, but there was absolutely no moisture. So the spark caught the ground kindling aflame, and it burned down many acres of land in Argentina. It was very, very sad.
For her medical diagnosis. And she looked at the lyrics herself. And after being kind of appalled by them, obviously, there are a few sort of giveaways here. So first of all, a bucket and a mop for this wet ass P word. So first of all, she had to clarify whether wet ass P word was a description of the P word or whether one of the clinical symptoms here was also diarrhea. Bring a bucket and a mop. So this suggests that there's an awful lot of, not to be too graphic, but some sort of medical discharge that's happening here. And a lot.
Whereas the woman's like, no, I'm just saying I want your dick. Why are you overanalyzing this? I need a cock. Oh, fuck. That's getting clipped. You know, I'm never going to learn. I think we need to just get back on terrestrial radio, not for any reason other than I need to just be allowed to not say things like that. Because that is clear. We've shown over time that's not going to get better.
Too much, because that's a symptom of something that is not going great. Beat it up, N-word. Catch a charge.
Come on, say that one. Come on. Beat it up, N-word. That's what Ben says to Netanyahu when he's behind him. Oh, shit, I forgot. That's such a fun trip down memory lane. I miss the Ben. God, that Ben Shapiro. Remember when Ben Shapiro was just a dork and a nerd and he wasn't trying to actively bring about the end of the world? I miss that Ben Shapiro. No Pen 15 says he can say ass, but not pussy. Oh, not when it's wet. Something wrong there. Kelly Cat says medical discharge. Yeah, apparently a vagina being aroused and ready to accept the male genitalia. That's boy, I can't imagine sexy talk time with Ben Shapiro. Holy shit. Kelly Cat says Ben can't make any woman wet. Well, I'm going to say allegedly on that one. Hobo says you also need a bucket and a mop when Aaron sees lemon pound cake. Oh, we're remixing now. Oblo says it's official. Shapiro's wife needs a man. He's not hitting it right. No. It's worse than that. It would be different if he wasn't hitting it right. We're not even to the hitting it part yet. We're not even to the part where Ben Shapiro gets to have sex. We're getting to the part where Ben Shapiro, shall we say, preps the main course. All right? Ben doesn't even get to that point. Oh my God. So it's like all sex with Ben Shapiro is essentially prison sex. It's American Me, essentially. Das Optic Nerve says, as a straight man and basically a gigolo for my entire life, I can say Ben's got no game. Whoa. What's with the casting aspersions here? First time Ben ever ate pussy, he was like, oh my God, what is that? Oh, what is it? Why? It was like a flood. What? That means you were doing a good job. Oh, I don't want to do a good job. It's all over my chin. Ben, that's good. You don't understand. It's very sloppy. It's like trippy. Ben, you're going to be okay. Would you like to have sex? Not anymore. Do you think his dick wears a little kippa too? Or, you know what? Almost not worth thinking about. God. Papa Shab says Ben's wife is drier than the desert. Allegedly. Papa Shab says, does Israel keep nuclear weapons housed in Ben's wife? I mean, might as well. There's nothing else getting in there. Yeah, Kelly Cat says Ben doesn't foreplay. None. No foreplay. It's like it's Mrs. Doubtfire. His idea of foreplay is, Effie, brace yourself. Good thing he's got a small dick. Otherwise, that's going to hurt that poor lady. Hulkamasha Baby with $2. I'm sorry. I just thought of a couple other places we could go with the Ben Shapiro thing. It's really not worth it. I wonder what this clip of Hulkamasha Baby has. I wonder what this clip could be. No, I'm just saying I want your dick. Why are you overanalyzing this? I need a cock. Oh. One thing you can't take away from me, unless you're just being dishonest and you need to say mean things about me, I'm a hell of a performer. The cleaner says Aaron gets confused when there's a foreskin involved. That is always tricky, isn't it? Like whenever you see that, you're like, not again. Come on. She looks so convincing this time. Maybe that's just the clit hood. Nope, there's a cock under there. God damn it. Gosh darn it. Shoot. Baba Shab, I don't know how to pronounce Negev. He says, as in Negev desert literally comes from the root word dry in Hebrew. I just looked it up. It's the perfect name. Attaboy. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Under the hood, the Aaron Imholt story, says Reformed Rapscallion. Oh. Ew. Hobo. Kelly Cat's dry from Hobo. Kelly Cat says, Hobo, you talk a lot. Come here, baby. I've got some dessert. Oh, dessert. 2 scoops. Acid. Oh, you guys stop having phone sex in our chat. Get the fuck out of here. Hobo's gross, too. Like, and he's overcompensating for being a homosexual. Don't reward him for that. Ew. Kelly says, dessert, asshole. Oh, he eats your asshole for dessert. I knew Hobo was a freak. Go get him, kid. Go get him, kid. Everybody, Hobos have an asshole for dessert. It's his favorite. Next to Sloppy Joe's. And you need to stop calling Kelly Cat's vagina that, especially in text messages, because I don't care. Oh, boy. Archmagus Tim says Ben's wife temporarily becomes the burning bush. Well, he's just treating his wife's pussy like Gaza. He comes in there to settle with no warning. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, guys. I had one more Afroman clip left. My bad. This is Afroman going off on the, what do you call it? When he was on the stand. Sorry about that. We got so into the Ben Shapiro stuff and all that I forgot about old Afroman.
$2 missing. How does $400 even come up missing?
Damn, bro.
White cops, dude. That's what it be. White cops.
You posted videos about Brian Newland doing hard drugs and snitching on his friend, and you posted those based on rumors.
I did.
We can look at your deposition, but before you argue with me,
I did that.
But isn't that a fact that you made those allegations based on rumors you said you heard?
It's a fact. William Newland is a convicted pedophile and
Hey, why is that guy? Shut this guy the fuck up. God, I didn't see that guy down in the corner. Get him the fuck. I'm finding this clip without this retarded, don't say monkey, without this retard at the bottom of the screen fucking screaming. That's my job. Afroman. I don't want to write Afroman pedophile, but seems like a good way to get to that clip. Afroman. Nope, all I have for that clip is that fucking dickhead screaming about it. Is this real? We've got Afroman celebrating? Oh, this is what I wanted to see.
Yeah, we did it, America. Yeah, we did it. Freedom of speech. Right on. Yeah, God bless America. Yeah, power to the people. Yeah.
God bless Afroman. Keep him safe. The man's a national treasure. That's awesome. Why is he always surrounded by like middle-aged white people? What the hell is going on with the company Afroman keeps? All right, fine. I'll do that Afroman clip. I just can't. The shrieking in my headphones of the guy. Shit. Is that how trial coverage works? Is that what it's like watching these fucking people? Oh, God, then skip it. Holy shit, is that awful. Oh, that really adds something. Why don't people just watch just the trial stream, the cameras in the courtroom? Why watch anybody talking about it? They're all making shit up anyway. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up.
Is it true that you said?
Based
Newland is
on rumors you said you heard.
It's a fact. William Newland is a convicted pedophile, and Brian Newland is his brother. After I zeroed in on Brian, I asked about him.
His brother's
find
pedophile.
out he's a large statutory rapist that has sex with all kind of underage girls. He buys them beers and gets them drunk and all kind. That's probably the reason he had to leave the Adams County Sheriff Department, because he beats up his wife and he messes with underage girls, and he had to get out of town and go get a job in Norwood.
All right.
Holy shit, Afroman won right there. Dude, honestly, I could be a trial streamer. I figured out how to do it. Watch. Like, you say something, you watch a guy say something controversial. He's a pedophile. Watch. And I found out he's a pedophile. Oh! 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 Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! I can't believe he said that shit in front of the judge. He said that shit in front of the judge. He said that shit in front of the judge. Oh, shit. And I just made $25,000. Baba Shab says, put on sunglasses and do ketamine. No, I'm not a complete fucking loser who's at the end of my road. God, I'm just trying to do a little rebranding. I'm not trying to spell it out for everyone looking at me that it's fucking over. God. You went too far on that one, Baba Shab. I will say this. I'm out of breath. I don't understand this. I go to the gym. I get in the ring. I can spar 7-8 rounds. We're good. I get on the treadmill today. I can run 3 miles. We're fine. I ran over a 5K today. But I get down here in the studio and I jog back and I trot back and forth a little bit, and I'm gassed. I don't understand it. I don't understand. Baba Shab says, you move like a fucking mutant. What the fuck was that? That was supposed to be me being a black guy watching a trial. It's the best I could do. I thought that was what we were here for. 282 checking out the toe right now. Thank you very much. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. If I did a read tonight, I would be such a piece of shit, but this one is offering us a lot. Here's a little inside scoop that many creators are talking about behind the scenes. It's actually one of the reasons I'm using Rumble. They made a way to super chat creators, so we get paid immediately and without any fees. YouTube and Twitch take up to 50% when you tip creators. This method takes none. That's right, the platform takes 0 fees. I keep nearly 100% of what you send me. You can super chat with Bitcoin, Tether USD, or even Tether Gold stablecoins. The tip will show up directly in our Rumble chat, which I'll do my best read. All you need to do is download the Rumble wallet on the App Store and send the tips to your favorite creators. You can go to wallet.rumble.com. That's wallet.rumble.com. Or you can download the app directly from the app stores. Seriously, what an amazing way to get rid of the middleman and help the creator economy. Shout out to Rumble for making this disruptive technology its Rumble wallet. Oh my, 294 checking out the toe. Keep hitting like, keep hitting subscribe, keep hitting follow. Thank you. Thank you. Okie doke. This is another. We're not moving away from the legal stuff tonight. By the way, goal hit, goal knocked out. Thank you guys very much. We got, what are we at? 90 away from making up for Tuesday. Thank you guys very much for that. So, I don't know how many of you know this douchebag, Wes Watson. This whole like manosphere, I'm the real caveman man. I'm the real back in the day. Like these douche fucks basically prey on weak pussy dudes who are like, oh, he's got tattoos and muscles. I want to have tattoos and muscles. These guys rent houses for like 20 grand a month. They put themselves in the poorhouse trying to put on this allure of wealth, and they rent like Lamborghinis and shit like that. They pay escorts to hang out with them while they make their videos, so it looks like they're just surrounded by hoes and cars and houses. It's the most retarded shit ever. But they get people to send them money every month for their workshops and programs. They'll teach you how to be like the coolest guy in the world. Now, like, I would say that Wes Watson is like, you know how Dave Ramsey is a stupid fucking boomer who doesn't understand the economics of 2026? He thinks like inflation has never happened. So Dave Ramsey is a tool who's like, well, why are you paying $1,200 for your house? That's way too much. Because it's a 700 square foot hovel. That's all we can afford now. Well, you should be paying $400 a month for your mortgage. That's what we did in the 80s. You fucking douche. So on the other side of that is these complete fucking tatted up retards like Wes Watson and King Azuli and all these fucking douchebags who tell you that you have to have big muscles, and then you have to have the big house, and then you have to have the big car, and then you get the big women. Wait, what? No, scratch that last one. And these guys have, between the three of them, or between the two of them, probably 2 or 3 synapses firing in their fucking brain. I mean, they're bad. So this Wes Watson guy, who, surprise, surprise, has been to prison before, he's like one of the biggest names in this manosphere shit. He's embarrassing. Well, apparently, things aren't going so well for old Wes. He got arrested on multiple felony accounts this week. I want to say this was on Monday. The other guy we're going to watch in this clip, I think, is another one of these douchebags. He's a fitness commentary YouTuber named John Bravo. You're going to be creeped out by the way this guy talks, but I have to tell you, this is how all of these guys in that world talk. They all put on this weird fake, like they're narrating an end times documentary voice. It's really fucked up. Let's go ahead and check this out. Yeah, here, look. All these guys look like this. They all have this same weird, no disrespect to people with Down syndrome, but Down syndrome look in their eyes. They're all overly like coiffed and manicured and designed and everything else. It's just, these guys are fucked up. But major respect to this guy, because I don't think he's as big of a douche as Wes Watson. And he's got a box of Flutie Flakes in his background, which rules.
Proposed to her. Megan and Peggy, they had an argument, and Megan decided to go out to a basketball game. She posted a photo, a little video clip of herself on her social media of her out at the game. Wes saw it, and he freaked the fuck out.
So apparently one of these girls, I think this one, is Wes's girl. This is his fiance, they're calling her, I guess.
Because in the video, she's showing, her boobs. And Wes is the one who paid for her implant surgery. So when he saw...
Great, why don't we just publicize that and tell everybody that you paid for your girl's tits? In no way is that vain, shallow, and oversharing. Great. Like, if you want to figure out how to live a good life, you should watch Wes Watson. I want to encourage you to do that. Because if you just do the opposite of everything he does, you'll be killing it. Live below your means. Find a woman who's a good, beautiful match for you and that you guys get along and there's no stress or drama, or very little. I mean, you're never going to have none. Live in a responsible neighborhood that's nice and quiet. And buy a vehicle for cash and don't take on a car payment. There. Wes Watson would probably call me a gay. I bet you know who would love Wes Watson? Hobo. Hobo would think that these big jacked guys with the Bugatti, he'd probably be like, these guys are so cool.
And he goes, listen, you bitch. How dare you go out to a basketball game and show off those tits like a sharmuta. In the meantime, I paid for them and you're going to show that shit off.
This is another thing these guys do. Whenever they're beefing with each other, they just make conversations up. Like, there's no police report that says these words were spoken. He's just like, and after the game. And again, it's the dramatic music, and he's reading this like a Book of Revelations doc, and he's like, and he said to her after, you are a pig whore, and I will shame you from here to Samaria, because your breasts are out for everyone in the tribe to see, but I am the chief of the tribe, so I will show you who to respect to the thunder of the gods. And then they went to sleep.
One other man. Then after that, he blew the hell up out of her phone, because we've seen in the past what he does. He calls over and over and over like a little bitch. We've seen this behavior from him before. Well, when he got her on the phone, he screamed on the top of his lungs and he says, you little bitch, you better get your ass home or I'm coming after you.
By the way, this guy should be a screenwriter. He's just winging it.
I'm coming after your family. And not only that, I'm going to cut off those tits on you that I put on. And let me tell you.
Now that seems like you're punishing the both of you.
I heard and I saw this scene. Okay? So when I'm telling you this is true, it's 100% true.
You cannot believe a word any of these guys in that internet world say. They're all psychopaths.
Calling her nonstop, threatening her to get her ass over there, and if she did it, there was going to be a fucking problem. He also threatened other members of her family, saying that they were also going to be done for. He was saying things like he was going to cut her tits off of...
Oh, so that crazy guy with the weird beard wasn't lying. He really... Oh, wow. So Wes Watson really is that much of a Looney Tune. So he really did say, you better... So he saw a thing on Instagram that she was at a basketball game with her friend, And he's like, you better get your ass home or I'm going to cut your tits off. That's a fucked up conversation to have. Yeah, baby. Yeah, it's the third quarter. Yeah, what's that? He says he's going to cut my tits off if I don't go home. Well, I definitely don't want to go home because the closer I am in vicinity to this man, the more in danger my tits are. First of all, why is your girl at a basketball game and you're at home? You're gay. Go watch a fucking basketball game, you loser. Also, if your gal is going out with your friends, that's a night home that you have to just fuck off. Do whatever you want. Watch a movie you've seen 500 times. Have some fun.
Her body since he decided to pay for them.
So Megan, she gets home.
So now I trust this guy. Now, before I was like, this guy's doing like a story time video. So this is legit. This is what Wes Watson did.
I wish she hadn't gone back to Peggy's house that night because it could have avoided this whole situation. But if you think about it, we all know in the end, this shit could have happened when you're dealing with Wes Watson. So
Wes Watson has been to jail before for violent behavior. He is a fucking Looney Tune.
She gets home and they continue their argument. Peggy gets really pissed off. He's trying to steal that ring back, which he ended up getting charged for, right? And they end up in a fight. He beats her down. She tries to run outside. He's trying to pull her. He hits her, right? A bunch of times.
Oh, boy. It sounds like they were reenacting Anthony Cumia and Danny Brandt. He choked her. He bit her. He's the vampire.
All of this whole scene, this whole chaos scene is going on while his bitch-ass butler, Jose...
Leave Jose alone. What the fuck did Jose do to be called a bitch ass? Oh, no, he didn't cut her tits off, did he? Oh, Jose. No way, Jose.
While his bitch ass butler, Jose, and his security guard are sitting and fucking watching. Now, what I've been thinking is when the cops got there, was there security cameras where they saw this entire scene in order to hit him with 5 felonies, which I'm going to go over with you guys here in a moment.
Yeah, he got hit with 5 felony charges. He is super fucked. He might be more fucked than Mystikal. Mystikal's a rapist. 5 felony charges. Because they'll drop a couple. They'll drop 2 or 3 even. But that leaves 2 or 3 that are left on the table.
When she got there, the fight obviously got worse, and he decided to hold her hostage, didn't let her leave, and then proceeded to literally beat her ass. Yes, he beat her ass, you guys, in front of
Gonna need a mop and a bucket for a different reason.
Jose and the bodyguard. While Megan was screaming, crying, begging people to help her, begging the people who were around to step in and help her, and they did.
They're just going, are you kidding? He's out of his mind, and he really fucking hits hard. Those guys are cunts, by the way. Like, those guys, just because the guy signs your paychecks doesn't mean you have to watch him beat the shit out of a little girl.
Did absolutely fucking nothing.
So eventually she ended up finding a way to leave, which I believe her cousin picked her up outside Peggy's house, took her to the emergency room, and they ended up filing charges against her.
Good. So that brings us to now. That brings us to the mugshot and the arrest report. There's the mugshot. Look at that brother. He'll fit right in with the Aryan Brotherhood. Holy shit. So Wes is accused of holding her hostage and then proceeding to beat her after he'd been threatening her on the phone continuously during the basketball game. Wes was threatening to cut her boobs off, that's a quote, and threatened to harm her family. The charges are robbery by sudden snatching a firearm or without a firearm or weapon, felony battery, aggravated assault, intent to commit a felony, dating violence. 4th charge is tampering, type of obstruction charge. And the 5th charge, false imprisonment of a person. This is on top of the felony charges and pending personal injury litigation lawsuit of the gym fighting incident. See, I've watched some shit on Wes Watson. I mean, the guy's just remarkably retarded. Now, does bail $0 mean they just let him walk under his own recognizance, or does that mean that there is no bail? I'm not sure what that means. Either way, bro, it's time to get off the internet.
After he
not you. I don't need you again. You're creepy too. Wes Watson gym incident. Let's see what that is. So apparently he's still facing felony charges and civil litigation from this gym thing. And now he's a woman beater. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Wes Watson claims the gym fight was self-defense. Here you go. Yeah, so he's still dealing with this. This is from the summer. This happened this summer.
You guys saw a motherfucker attack me, and I'm sitting here like I'm in fucking trouble. I'm leaving. For self-defense, clear as day. What am I supposed to do, bro? I mean, fuck, dude. You get pumped up.
You got to be careful with excessive.
Yeah, but I didn't talk to you last time. You talked to the other guy.
It was me and Cal when we were talking to you. Yeah, you did. And then you guys squashed the beef. We were there, me, Cal, and been here both of us. Some guy had a beef with your cameraman or something, and
I don't know. I don't remember that time. Like, I didn't try to fight the guy.
To a point. I get what you're saying, but again, there's a point where that fight ends, the fine line where that fight was over.
Oh, no, this is December of 24 this happened. Okay. So he's still dealing.
He thinks he got jumped.
No, I didn't.
I told him, okay, let me review the video. He thought somebody hit him with a weight and all this. I said, he said he would want to press charges if he on the people that jumped him. Like,
tell him to talk out of it and be like, dude, Wes would be friends with you. I would be friends with
So he beats the shit out of this guy. And then he goes, no, tell him I'd be friends with him. I'd be totally fine. Oh, bro, stop talking. Just stop talking.
all these people. I don't want problems. Like, I've been telling her, like, her ex, like, talks shit about me all night. I'm like, I'd be friends with the guy. I don't want, like, issues with nobody. Like, I'd be friends with everybody in here. I don't want no problem.
This guy's a retard. So that's the guy that we're dealing with in this assault thing. Fucking Wes Watson, man. Shuli Madoff with $5. Thank you, pal. He says, why did someone make $150,000 poly-market bet that Netanyahu will be out by the end of March? And where is that Gavir queer? Yeah, dude, the Benjamin Netanyahu alive or dead stuff it's wild. I don't think he's dead, but I think he's fucked up. I think he got injured. Because all the stuff they keep trying to release, like these shitty AI videos of him, and they won't stop. But he's been missing Security Council briefings and all this other stuff. I think Benjamin Netanyahu is wounded. I think he's hurt. I think he's been injured in missile attacks. The thing I'm pissed off about Israel with today, and we didn't talk a lot about Israel on the show today for a reason. I think people were feeling a little burned out. I'm pissed that they closed the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and to a lesser extent the Al-Aqsa Mosque. I think you got to try to be tolerant of everyone's faith and whatever, but I'm obviously more concerned with mine. Closing down the Church of the Holy Sepulchre makes me worry. I told SP this like 2 weeks ago when they were talking about doing this. First of all, it's Lenten season. You don't shut down the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Second of all, Israel's going to fucking bomb those. And they're going to blame it on Iran. And they're going to try and get us to invade Iran because of it. Mark my word. Guys, you can say, dude, if you think I'm paranoid, I need to hear that. If you think I'm paranoid, say, Aaron, I don't think so. I don't buy it. I don't think Israel would go that far. But if you're somebody who has also thought about it, let me know too. I won't feel as crazy. But do you know how many times the Church of the Holy Sepulchre has been closed? How many times? Go ahead. Throw a guess. Don't Google it. I know the answer. Go ahead. How many times have they closed the Church of the Holy Sepulchre? How many times? Go ahead and guess. Correct. 0. Chase Ferry Alto says 750. No, not. They haven't closed it 750,000 times. No, 0 times. They've never closed the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Kermie says they close every weekend for bathroom cleaning. I don't think they do. But I think that the minute they close that Al-Aqsa Mosque and the minute they close the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, I think they would definitely attack the Al-Aqsa Mosque. And the reason is they want to get all these Muslim countries on their side to attack Iran. What better way? But there's going to be some kind of false flag. They're going to shut those down. They also shut down the site of Christ's resurrection. Fuck you for that one, too. Like, oh, we're doing it to protect you. Are the temples still open? Are the places you go to work, can Jews still go to their places of worship? Or no? If they can't, then okay, you know, that's something. But, like, I think Christians should be allowed to decide if they want to risk Iranian missiles to go to the church. That's, oh, I really fucking hate that. By the way, the Al-Aqsa Mosque is home to one of the coolest names for a terrorist organization ever. And I don't make a habit of saying that different terrorist organizations have really cool names, but the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade pretty much fucking rules. As a name, not as an organization or anything they do. But the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade almost sounds like a biker gang. Oh, I'm sorry. I went to the wrong thing there. Brett McCart says, thanks, Jews, but Christ is my protector. Yeah, you don't need to close that again. Jim Turner says, when is Q coming back? He can solve all this. You know, I have an uncle, my Real Raw News uncle. He thinks JFK Jr. is Q and he's coming back. He does. G. Shepardini says he appeared again today. He met with Mike Huckabee, supposedly. I saw the Huckabee video. That's so fucking bad. Did you guys see Mike Huckabee's head formation changed in that video? Oh, we got to look that up. This isn't like a talking geopolitics thing. I just want to show you a funny clip. They analyzed the Mike Huckabee, Benjamin Netanyahu video to check it for AI. And like Mike Huckabee's entire head shape shifts in it. Let's hold on a second. Mike Huckabee head. Oh boy, I might get something I really don't want to see. Watch how Mike Huckabee's face changes completely. Can't be obviously more fake. All right, I'm going to see if we can get close enough on this clip here.
You come and make sure you were okay.
Look at that. Look at what happened to his fucking head.
Did you come and make sure you were okay?
His whole head.
Did you come and make sure you were okay?
Yes, Mike.
Did you come and make sure
his whole head shifted.
Yes, Mike.
Did you come and make sure you were okay?
What the fuck? His whole head moved forward. Watch the more. They slowed it down, by the way. Watch the slow motion morph of Mike Huckabee's head. What the fuck? His eyes come back. They come out. Nah, that was totally real. Netanyahu's fine. Totally good. Taste Fairy Ialto says there's a ladder in a window of the Holy Sepulchre that hasn't been moved since at least the 17th century. Well, let's use it to sneak in. 09 Canyon says it also got smoother and changed color. Yeah. Yes, it did. Vince Griswold says Schmotrich is watching his son die as we speak. Really? Do you have... Wow. Smotrich, Ben-Gvir, Netanyahu. Boy, you talk about 3 of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Holy shit. No Pen 15 Fathead says his hairline went from normal to Imholt. I got to live with this. Vince Griswold says these demonic yids want to keep up the illusion that Netanyahu is alive because they know there will be a worldwide celebration when they have to admit he's toast. I'll be honest, I think the best thing that could happen for Mideast peace is Benjamin Netanyahu's death. I don't say that to celebrate his death. I don't say that to say I'll be happy when he's dead. I'm just stating it as a cold fact that him being dead, if he's alive today and dead tomorrow, tomorrow becomes a better chance at peace than today. Fact. MSO says Aaron is meeting with Netanyahu tonight. Of course. Of course. Yeah, I just... you can tell Trump's looking for a way out, too. He knows he's fucked. Like, he knows that this whole thing, first of all, the reason we elected him president is because we want him to fix the economy here. And all this does is just completely fuck it. Did you see that the Federal Reserve today, Chairman Powell came out and said, I can't cut interest rates. I'm sorry, but this dickhead president started this war. And he said the worst inflation spike is yet to come because oil prices go first, then the gas prices go, then the cost of everything else goes up. So he said, we're going to see a big spike in inflation coming here. He says, and we don't know how long it's going to last. So we can't lower the interest rates yet because of this war. And, the other thing is Trump has been Mr. Cowboy. He's been Mr. I don't fucking need anybody. I'll shit on everybody. So now Europe is telling him to go fuck himself. They don't want to help with this war. The Federal Reserve is telling him to go fuck himself. Like, if you're going to play that game, we're the only friends you got, dipshit. And now you alienated all of us. And now if you watch the people that are on Trump's side, they're all the never Trumpers from 2016. Basically, John McCain is in charge. We're living in the third Bush administration at this point. Yeah, I don't think that this ends in any way that can be construed as good for the American people. Jim Turner says there are 3 of the 4 horsemen. Ethan Ralph's child with Scarlet will be the 4th horseman. End times are here. I hope they have a kid. I do. Well, you know what? No. Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yeah. Let me explain to you my thought process. I think if they have a kid, it'll straighten them both out because Ralph, all due respect, needs to fucking calm down a little bit. He needs to slow down the train, and I think he knows that. Scarlett, she's a mess. She's clearly on drugs. She needs to clean her act up. And my high risk endorsement of a Ralpha baby is this. Maybe it'll force those two to straighten up. I'm thinking about it, though, and I'm going to immediately chastise and admonish myself and say that that is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever said, because these two will definitely try to fit that kid into their lifestyle rather than make the lifestyle fit the kid. So let's have birth control. Let's have all kinds of condoms and protection. And you know what? Just to make it as clear as possible, let's just not fuck each other. Let's just not do that. Let's not do that. Bad idea. I immediately retract my statement. How's that? Roots Calhoun. Oh, people are picking out their favorite terrorist organization names. Roots says Boko Haram is a Hausa phrase generally translated as Western education is forbidden. I still like the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade. That is pretty cool. I think that's a good one. Hey, guess what? Me No Blame is just talking a whole bunch of crazy shit. Here's what I say. Me No Blame is gone. Drop the band hammer, baby.
I don't think I smell like vagina.
There we go. Sorry, Me No Blame. It just seemed like you were getting a little obsessive. That's all. I'm doing you a favor. You don't see it now, but you'll see it someday. Hey, speaking of crazy whores, did you see that Bonnie Blue caught some charges? Good. You can't circus seal suck and fuck your way out of this one, bitch. Well, although if anyone can, let me ask you a question while we've got her up on the screen here. And really, try to be honest. Try to reflect on this. If she wasn't the world's biggest whore, if she wasn't the I'll take 1,000 loads in 24 hours challenge lady, let's say she went to church. Let's say she was a nice lady who just minded her own business and she worked at the fucking grocery store. Would you think she was attractive? Because, I don't think she's ugly, but she's not like a complete smoke show. But because of the shit she does for money, I find her to be really ugly. She goes from her actual physical appearance is not disgusting to the things she does. She looks like Schmeagol to me. Schmeagol Goldbagel. But like if she were a respectful lady and she wasn't an absolute, like the word whore, like I feel like whores are owed an apology. Like she's queen hoe. It makes her uglier. If she wasn't that, I think she might be someone you'd check out. The adult content creator, real name Tia Billinger, was charged Monday with outraging public decency, stemming from a December 2025 incident in which she simulated the act while holding the Indonesian flag outside the country's embassy in London. Wait a minute. You're telling me of all the degenerate, disgusting filth that this chick's done, she fucked with some Muslim country's flag. You know what? That makes sense. We are talking about England. Okay. So she didn't cuck to an Islamic country, so they got to put her in jail. You know, the only good thing about Muslims taking over the UK is they at least know how to deal with Bonnie Blue better than we do. Oh, that one. You know what? Please put that stoning on the internet. So this is what she did that finally caught her a charge. Remember, this is a woman who takes loads from every Tom, Dick, and Harry within a 6-mile radius of the fish and chips pub. And yet the thing she might be going down for, no pun intended, is fucking with a Muslim country's flag. Do not make me defend this woman on free speech grounds. I have a lot of reasons to hate the way the UK is going right now, but if they make me defend Bonnie Blue for freedom of speech, I'm going to be really mad.
Yes, I got arrested in Bali for filming. So it's about time I came to the embassy.
So she got arrested in Indonesia for filming. So she got the fuck out of Dodge and she won't have to face any consequences for that.
So they could watch it in person. Yes, I got arrested in Bali for filming.
Oh, she made fucking jerking a dick off into her. That's her universal symbol for I'm thirsty. So did she start fucking these guys? Or no, simulated the act while holding the Indonesian flag. Wait, so doing the sucking a cock motion while holding an Indonesian flag, that's what out in front of the Indonesian embassy in London, that's what's going to get her charged? Oh, come on. See, I don't want to defend her. But that's bullshit. This is just England cucking once again to their massive influx of Muslim migration, which the only reason they're there is because Israel got Western countries to go and bomb and destabilize their countries, and then the NGOs helped funnel all those people into the West to destabilize our countries. Oh, and then Bonnie Blue ends up in the mix as well. Oh. Yeah, she shouldn't be charged with a crime. And believe me, nobody wants Bonnie Blue in jail more than I do, but this isn't fair. This isn't right. McBuster says you need a hazmat suit. I mean, it's highly recommended. Das Optic Nerve says the real question is, can Ben Shapiro get her wet? Yeah, I don't know. Roots Calhoun says, I have an affinity for whores. All right, there's whores, and then there's Bonnie Blue. 09 Canyon says, I like her hair. There's that. Das Optic Nerve says, I can't look past the horse shit. Taste Fairy says, she's aight. Yeah, without the horse shit, I don't think she's ugly. But with the horse shit, she just looks like a demon to me. Roots says, I don't give a shit about Greek joints in your neighborhood. I'm sorry. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit follow. Let's see what YouTube thinks. Jim Turner says she is total mid. No Pen says she's very mid. Yeah, it's England charging her for that it makes me mad on so many levels because number one, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't a Muslim country's flag. And number two, they're making me defend Bonnie Blue. I hate it all. Hey, by the way, if you're here for the rally segment, there will not be one tonight. We knocked out the goal right away. Evening show for the win this week. Very nice. And we're also $90 away from having our Tuesday miss knocked out. Now, I have a thing for tomorrow. Tomorrow, what we're going to do is if we usually what we do when Oz is here is if we knock it out, if we notch a win, he gets 50% of everything we go over. Tomorrow, when we knock it out, if we take that 90 and we make it, and it's a perfect week for the toe, then that means I am going to give Oz a $100 bonus. Just to show you, it's not about the money, it's about winning and losing for me. All right, I got another clip here. This will probably be it for tonight. I've got a bunch of other things we can do. Oh, that Daniel Dye, the IndyCar guy who called some guy in IndyCar gay, and he had to do this big apology tour for it. We could have gotten to that tonight, but I really loved that Afroman shit. We got to check on my boy Clav. I said it last night on the show. I can't help it. I'm a Clavvicular fan. I like him. I think the guy is embracing the fact that he's a goof and that everybody's kind of having fun at his expense, and he doesn't give a shit. He's just embracing it. Again, I love that. But he did an interview with Channel 5 News. Andrew Callahan. I love Andrew Callahan. So this is two guys I like watching. Clavvicular is doing this thing where he's going on this interview tour, and he keeps walking out of the interviews. Like, dude, what are you doing? We want to watch you be goofy. We want to talk. We want you to talk about, smashing your face with the hammer and breaking your cheekbones and doing meth and shooting test into your cock and all that weird shit you do. Making yourself sterile at 20 years old, you fucking autist. But instead, he did that thing where he went to that club with Andrew Tate and Nick Fuentes, and they played the Heil Hitler song by Kanye, and now people want to talk to him about politics. The problem is, Clavvicular just wants to stand next to Andrew Genick and frame mug people and talk about looks maxing and hang out with dumb whores. He doesn't want to be political. Now, if you didn't want to be political, you wouldn't hang out with Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes, and a bunch of America's most wanted douchebags, because now that makes you political whether you want to be or not. All Clavvicular wanted to do was get a little clout from the thing. It did not work. Anytime you hang out with Sneeko, you're getting stink on you. And that's usually the goat that's on his dick. But Clavvicular was doing an interview with Channel 5 News. Love Channel 5 News. Love Andrew Callahan. I think that Shia LaBeouf interview is some of his best work. And Clavvicular walked out on this one, too.
A pretty good interview. From what, context? Because if it's from the context of what you guys reached out was your intention, then I would say that you've done a pretty shitty job.
All right, well, I think people probably want to learn about you, and that was what I was trying to give you the opportunity to do.
Well, no, I know. I think that's totally fair, and that's I applaud you for that. But not one, question about looks maxing.
There's
wait a minute. That's what he's mad about. I don't. This is why I love Clavvicular, because he's like, I don't get it. You didn't want to ask me about how I smash my face in with a hammer? That's bullshit, dude. Come on, I shoot HGH into my cock and balls, I can't have a kid, fucking ever. And you didn't ask me about that at all. I do meth all the fucking time. And you didn't ask me about that once. You don't care about me. Imagine you do an interview that's going to raise your profile. More people are going to check you out. It's probably going to be funny as hell because all of Andrew's interviews are good. And you're like, this fucking sucked. Oh, man, why did it suck? What was wrong with it? You didn't ask me about looks maxing, bro. I mean, I think I've got it figured out. You hit yourself in the head until you're retarded, and then you think you look really good.
Been so many questions about
and then Clavvicular would probably be like, well, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it.
About looks maxing?
There's been so many questions about looks maxing. I probably asked you about looks maxing 40 times. I just don't know the specific science. I'm not in the community.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you were to ask about maybe something in regards to
everything about this guy came out of a bottle. You can tell, because there's guys who work out and get really ripped from lifting and doing stuff. They have a confidence about them and a calmness about them, unless they're on roids. You can tell this is just a nerdy, ugly kid who just physically transformed himself using shortcuts because he's still got the insecurity. He's still got the anxiety. He's still got the bad social skills. Like he hasn't earned anything. And by the way, your cheeks are getting a little puffy, kid. It might be time to start hitting the blue magic a little bit.
Ask about like, maybe something in regards to hair. Like there's really nothing.
Hair? Hey, Clav, why are you mad about this interview? You didn't ask me about looks maxing. I feel like I asked you a lot about looks maxing. But you didn't ask me about my hair. Like, it's starting to sound like Andrew's in an argument with his girlfriend.
Hair loss.
You see what I mean?
Telling
It's
me
like,
you're trying
I'm
to
telling you what to ask. So when you wake up every single morning and you take a look in the mirror, you're 100% satisfied with every single thing. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay, dude.
Clav, that's called confidence. That's called knowing what you are, looking at yourself, going, I'm cool with it. Like, just because this is what I mean. Like, just because you're an insecure bitch doesn't mean the rest of us have to be.
All right, well, I guess that's just, if you want to be completely disingenuous, that's fine with me.
Disingenuous? He's happy with what he sees in the mirror. Do you know how many people stress and worry about that like every day of their life? Do you know how cool it is when you can get to a point where you look in the mirror and go, yeah, I got shit to work on, but I'm good. I'm happy. Today'll be all right. You can tell that there's still, I don't know if it's the lighting or what, but this is just a scared kid, man. This is a scared kid who's doing too much meth. He's knocked himself upside the head with a hammer too much. Put too much test in his system. He hasn't done any of it the hard way. Fucking Patrick Bateman over here.
Yes, there's just no point to continue.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right. This is where you get up, dude.
Yep.
All right, thanks, guys. No worries.
What the fuck was that? You didn't ask me about my hair. All right. I have a question. Why are you gay? Like, what? Where did this passive-aggressive girlfriend shit come from? Good God, man. Oh, Aaron, did you see Ye got in a tuffle? A tuffle? I don't even know what a tuffle is. Oh, no. What kind of tuffle did he get into? Little Miss Muffle? Did he sit on her tuffle? Oh, no. 09 Canyon says, I wouldn't want to look strong and not actually be strong. That will get your ass kicked from people testing you. Well, and people have tested him in public before. And when he's not running people over with his car, which he's done, he's not very tough. He doesn't do very well in those situations. Bapa Shab says he doesn't look strong either, Canyon. He looks like a gay guy who works out. And again, like, yeah, all of it is just roids and meth and hammers. That's all it is. Roots Calhoun says a tuffle, duh, when you and your boy lover tussle over truffles in bed. Oh, we never tussle over truffles. I get them. I get that truffle. And I get them prison style, B. I don't even know what that meant. I'm not happy about it. All these guys are gay. No, Clavicular's not gay. He's just confused. That's all it is. All right, guys, let's find out who we're raiding tonight. Thank you so much for an amazing week of evening shows. We got it all knocked out. Thank you, Ben, for becoming a VIP. Absolutely awesome. Appreciate it. What do we have tonight? Actually, kind of quiet on Rumble this evening. Who's Cecil Says? I don't know Cecil Says. I'm going to give that one a shot.
When did carnivals ever have health?
What the fuck is this? All right, we're going to check this guy. We're going to check Cecil Says out. Guys, thank you very much. Unbelievable show. And not only that, Oz is going to be here tomorrow morning. It's just a double digits miss from Tuesday. We do have a shot, and we're going to give Oz a chance at a $100 bonus tomorrow. Tune in, 6 a.m. Central Time. It's going to be a really funny show. I'm very excited for it. Have a good night.